What's up everyone, this is Antonio here with you another episode in the series of how many shares of a certain company do you need to own to make $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and even $100 a week. So in these episodes I do go over the companies you guys do ask. So this is the current list I do have. This week we'll be going over TSLY, but anyways, we'll pull it up on Seeking Alpha, read a little bit about the company or ETF, then we'll look at the charts, look at the performance for them, pull up the dividend summaries, dividend scorecard, look at the dividend information there, and then we'll pull up the calculator, crunch the numbers to see how much in total would you have to own to make the $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and also $100 a week. And then we'll wrap it up by looking at the dividend yield, showing us when the best opportunity, if currently it is right now or in the past it was, to enter the stock, giving us the best dividend yield. So in this episode, guys, we will be going over TSLY, TSLY, and then if you guys do want me to cover a different company, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to add it to the list. We'll eventually get to it, but let me put up Seeking Alpha. All right, guys, so we got TSLY, YieldMax TSLA Option Income Strategy ETF, currently trading about $9.75. Let me pull up the fund profile. We can read a little bit about them. So Cheeto Trust 2 YieldMax TSLA Option Income Strategy ETF is an exchange traded fund launched and managed by the Torso Investments LLC. The fund is co-managed by Zega Financial LLC. The fund invests in public equity markets. It invests through derivatives in stocks of companies operating across automotive, energy generation, and storage sectors. The fund uses derivatives such as options to create its portfolio. It invests in growth and value stocks of companies across diversified market capitalization. The TI Trust 2 YieldMax TSLA Options Income Strategy ETF was formed on November 11th, 2022 and is domiciled in the United States. The investment seeks current income. The secondary investment objective is to seek exposure to the share price of the common stock. So if we do look here, fund type is alternative. Issuer is YieldMax ETFs. Inception was November 22nd, 2022. So it hasn't been very long since they've been since they started. And then the expense ratio is a 0.99%. Assets under management are 819.51 million. If we do look at the summary here, guys, we can kind of look at the year to date. They are actually down about 18.27%. So they were around $11 in the year. They are down about 37.17% there. On the 5-year, they actually won't show up anything, but if we do look at the very beginning, they started off with like a $20 value, and now they're like half off that. So definitely not the best on capital appreciation there. 52-week range is $9.71 as the 52-week low. 52-week high has been $18.48. So you guys can see that it's trading at the lowest of the 52-week low. We do have expense ratio, which is again 0.99%. Dividend frequency is they pay out monthly. Dividend rate is at $8.68. Yield is an 89.03%. And again, assets under management $819.51 million under assets under management. Let me pull up the dividend information here. If we look at it, guys, you'll see that again, dividend yield is very high here, 89.03%. I'm not sure if this is sustainable or not, so definitely a concern there. Definitely keeps me away from investing in this one. Annual payout is $8.68 per share that you do own is what they'll pay you out annually. Zero growth here, and then they do pay out monthly, so they would pay you out 56 cents monthly there. Let's go ahead and pull up the calculator, guys, and we can start crunching these numbers. So first thing we want to do is we want to make $1,000 a month. In order to do that, we want to multiply it times 12 because there's 12 months in a year. So annually we need to make $12,000. If you actually take those $12,000 divided by the annual payout, which is $8.68, this would actually give you the total number of shares you need to own to achieve this, which is 1,382 shares. Now if you go and multiply it times the current share price, which is $9.75, this would actually give you the total number of amount of money you'd have to invest currently at this share price, and you'd be making $1,000 a month. Of course, assuming that their dividend is sustainable. That's a very high dividend yield, but you'd have to invest $13,479, and you'd be roughly earning about $1,000 a month, which this dividend yield doesn't seem very safe, but of course I'm not sure of it. I'm gonna definitely stay away from it. A quick way to calculate this, guys, is take the 12,000 here divided by the dividend yield, which is at 89. You'll see that's a quick way to calculate this, about $13,478. Let's go ahead and do the next one, guys, which is $100 every single week. You can actually take the previous answer divided by 10, but since we do have the calculator and people that want to just see the math behind this, we'll just go walk through it. So we want to make $100 every single month. Again, 12 months in a year, so $1,200. And then if you divide it by the annual payout, which is at $8.68, that means that we would have to own 138 shares of this. If you multiply it times the current share price, which is $9.75, you'd have to own about invest $1,347, and you'd be earning about $100 every single month. Quick way to calculate this again is take the 1,200 divided by the dividend yield, which is at 89%, and you'll see we get about $1,347 around. And let's go ahead and do the last one, guys, which is $100 every single week. This one's pretty nice. Imagine getting $100 every single week. Of course, they do pay out monthly, so you'd have to distribute it by about 4 weeks or so, but we want to make $100 every week. There's actually 52 weeks in a year, so annually we need to make $5,200 divided by the annual payout again, which is at $8.68. So that means we'd have to own about 599 shares in order to achieve this. If you might multiply this times the current share price, which is $9.75, that means that you'd have to invest about $5,841, and you'd be roughly making about $100 every single week. And then a quick way to calculate this, guys, is take the 5,200 divided by the dividend yield, and you'll see that we roughly get about $5,800 there. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video, guys, by looking at the dividend yield. Alright, guys, so we're here at the dividend yield. You'll see that this is the dividend yield showing us the 5 years. Of course, it only goes up to 2022, but you'll see that this dividend yield has been going up and up, and potentially there could be a cut. I'm not sure, but you guys saw the capital appreciation of the stock has been cut in half, so definitely not my type of ETF or stock that I would invest in. But let me know in the comment section if you guys do invest in it, why, and if it's a huge risk for you or if it's not. And then let me know any other companies you guys want me to cover, and I'll add them to the list. Don't forget to subscribe with the notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark. Definitely would appreciate it as well. If you guys wouldn't mind, drop a big thumbs up. Goes a long way. I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Stay safe out there. Bye, guys.